Okay. Beta. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that. It's official. Big Boss, K-Po, Talk Boxing. Well, it ain't official yet, but, you know, according to Mike Cappinger, that's what I call him. Keyshawn Davis and Berinchyk will be fighting or are in negotiations to fight in New York, February 14th, Valentine's Day. Let's talk about it. So Keyshawn Davis gets a title opportunity. He goes from prospect to contender. He is now in talks to fight Dennis Berinchyk. He gets a title opportunity. Opportunity to prove himself and validate himself at 135 pounds. I actually like the fight. I think this is a good step up for Keyshawn Davis. Dennis Berinchyk is a Ukrainian fighter. He's tough, he's rugged, and he gonna pose, you know, he can pose some issues for Keyshawn Davis. You know what I'm saying? And this is a good, like I say, step up for Keyshawn Davis. You know what I'm saying? This is a fight where he really can show his boxing IQ. We're gonna see what his temperament is like. You know what I'm saying? I actually like Keyshawn Davis as a fighter. I think Keyshawn Davis is a very talented fighter, very exciting fighter. You know what I'm saying? And his ceiling is very, very high. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they bring him up the right way, he could be the face of boxing one day. You know what I'm saying? If they bring him, or I won't say be the face, but he could be, you know, a very sought after fighter. He could be one of them fighters that a lot of people will want to see. You know what I'm saying? Because of his fighting style. You know what I'm saying? Now, he talk a lot. You know what I mean? But I think it's because he's young. I think he'll be able to, I think once he matures, he'll see, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that talking is unnecessary. But, like I said, you got Dennis Berinchyk, you know, who's a, you know, good fighter. And, you know, I think this is going to be a chess match. You know what I'm saying? And this gives Keyshawn Davis opportunity to fight for a belt. And, you know, I think Keyshawn Davis will be victorious. I think Keyshawn Davis got to be able to utilize his boxing IQ. I think, excuse me, I'm still sick, against this particular fighter, the jab is the key. You know, when you get in title fights, man, you got to go back to the basics a lot of the time. Because the basics is going to set the foundation for everything else that you need to do in this particular fight. You know, if you neglect the basics, I feel like that's when guys get beat. That's when guys, or they get touched up more than they need to. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of my knock on Boots. I feel like Boots is a very talented fighter, but a lot of time he don't go back to the basics. Sometimes the basics, you know, the basic stuff make you look dominant. You know what I'm saying? And I think with Keyshawn, he just got, in this particular fight, he got to go back to the basics. He got to go back to utilizing his jab, keeping his hands up. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be pretty. Now, it can get pretty because the basics gonna open up everything for you. You get what I mean? The basics is gonna open up your offensive arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Because if you start landing on them and start wearing your guy down, now his flaws start being exposed, right? So now you like, oh, okay, now I can do this. Now I can shoulder roll, and I can pull counter. You know, I can have my hands down a little bit. I can kind of posture my chin out a little bit, you know what I mean, to set up counter shots and stuff like that, you know. And I think Keyshawn Davis has those tools to do that, you know what I'm saying, in this particular fight. You know what I mean? It's not going to be easy, you know what I'm saying, but I think if Keyshawn Davis is able to do that, rely on the basics, I think that Keyshawn Davis can win this fight by stoppage. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be a late round stoppage. I think it'll be like maybe between rounds 8 and 10, right? Berinchyk, you know, he gotta basically not let Keyshawn Davis get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? He cannot allow Keyshawn Davis to get in his offense and really get in rhythm. Keyshawn Davis, to me, is a rhythm fighter. He kind of gets in rhythm. He's not like a Terrence Crawford who don't need to be in rhythm to, you know what I'm saying, or like a Tank. You know, like Tank don't got to be in rhythm. Tank can just spark you out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? That's Crawford as well. You know what I'm saying? But Keyshawn Davis is like a rhythm fighter. Like, he start feeling it. You could tell he start feeling it because he'd be a little stiff at first, and then once he start feeling it, he just slipping and seeing everything, and you know what I'm saying, posturing and doing a lot of stuff. So I think he cannot allow Keyshawn Davis to get in rhythm. You know what I mean? I think he got to do a lot of feints and go to Keyshawn Davis' body. I think if he able to do that, then, you know, that'll kind of slow Keyshawn Davis down from moving a lot, right? And I think that'll be able to set up, you know, maybe over here, right over here, you know, jab, you know what I mean? Your power shots. I think Berinchyk just got to do combination punches. You know, nothing hard, just kind of pepper him up, pause. Just kind of pepper him up, boom, 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 out the way. You know what I'm saying? And I think if he's able to keep Keyshawn off rhythm, then towards those later rounds, he can start sitting on some punches a little bit. You know what I mean? So if he's able to do that, and he can win this fight by unanimous decision. But y'all know me. I told y'all, I think Keyshawn Davis will beat Dennis Berinchyk. I think this is his coming out party, pause. I think this is going to be a performance to remember. You know what I'm saying? And I got Keyshawn Davis stopping Dennis Berinchyk and becoming the WBO champion at 135 pounds. Now, this is once he becomes champion, where does he go from here? I don't know how many fights he got left on Top Rank. Okay? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Keyshawn Davis. I mean, he said he want to fight Tank, so we shall see, you know, if Tank just be like, if he got a belt now, it'll be a unification. Let me fight Keyshawn. Since, you know, because we got to see if Lomachenko going to fight. Shakur, I'm telling you right now, that Shakur and Tank fight is not going to happen no time soon. Shakur Stevenson and Tank won't happen until Shakur leave Eddie Hearn. I'm telling you, there's nothing Turkey LSC could do. You know what I mean? Tank is loyal to Al Heyman. There's nothing Turkey LSC could do. You know, you see a lot of these dudes, they sell their soul for $1. You know what I mean? Al Heyman treat his fighters good. He loyal. So, Top Rank treat their fighters pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Until you get to a certain point. Once you get to a certain point, and I'm talking about the black fighters, once you get to a certain point, they like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you a prospect, yeah, they yeah. One buddy, yeah. As soon as you get to a certain level, there's a black fighter, they like, man, nah, bro, we don't want you no more. So, but I think that, you know, the Top Rank will sign off on Keyshawn Davis going to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. I think so. And a unification. I think they'll do that. If Lomachenko don't go, if Lomachenko decide to retire, whatever, I definitely could see a way where they sign off on that and you see Tank fight Keyshawn Davis next year. You know what I mean? It's a unification. It'll be a big fight. The trash talk, you know what I'm saying? Now, granted, it's levels. Will I still feel like he ready? No, but hey, he could justify it and say, hey, I got a belt. You know what I'm saying? I got a belt. You know, I beat Dennis Berinchyk. You know, he'll be coming off a dominant win. I think Keyshawn Davis gonna dominate Dennis Berinchyk. I'm not gonna lie. I could be wrong, but I think he gonna rise to the occasion. You know what I'm saying? And I think Tank will fight Keyshawn. That's just what I feel. I think Tank after this Lamar Rose fight, he gonna try to revisit the Lomachenko fight again and see like, hey, you wanna fight? And if Lomachenko still be like, me no fight, then he gonna be like, Keyshawn was good. You know what I mean? Shakur, like I said, I don't see that fight happening until Shakur leave Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is untrustworthy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell certain fighters he support. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it real, and I got another video coming about that because I want y'all to pay attention to something. But we shall see. You know what I mean? This is all speculation. You know, but shout out to Keyshawn Davis. Shout out to Dennis Berinchyk. You know, it's a beautiful thing to see fighters. You know, best fighting the best. Dennis Berinchyk giving Keyshawn an opportunity. You know, and I think Keyshawn gonna take advantage of that opportunity. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Let's go.